This video is brought to you by Ravenscraft Realty of Northeast Missouri.
Morning, guys. I've been back. Got the outside skin on the big hydro swing door. Got the windows put in. Insulation board is done on the inside as well. But look like they're still not quite done. They got a few odd end things to finish up, like sprucing up our downspouts. And inside's got to be skinned. But it's good at least to have it enclosed, keep the rain out, and the birds too. They've already found the shed. Didn't take them too long. It's been another wet, rainy, kind of nasty week around here. We do the field cultivator in. We replaced that rim on the tire that came off there a year ago when Chase bounced through a ditch they shouldn't have, and it snapped the end of that thing off. Put that rim on there. We're working on greasing it up. Got to get it outside to unfold and check the rest of the tires, change sweeps. But we've had about 20-mile-an-hour wind all week. It's been cold, rainy. Really don't feel like taking it outside. We did put this Category 5 hitch on the cultivator. That way we can get by with, use the Category 5 pin on the tractor. No adapters. Otherwise, we've hauled a little bit of corn this week. Worked on some brush piles, burning a little bit. Moved all the old light bulbs in here. Got to figure out where to put those. Otherwise, it's been pretty slow.
All right, good puppy. I'll see you later. Okay, here's the rundown for today. In an hour and 15 minutes, the Young Farmers Auction in Palmyra starts, and there's something there that I have been told to buy no matter the cost. So that's my main mission for today. Side mission is to go check out my 6-acre field of beans and see if they're all mushy or not. And I'm not too worried about them. I think they're gonna be okay, just because the 3/4 of an acre of beans I planted last year, even earlier in March, that had even worse weather on it, made it okay and made pretty good beans. Here at the sale barn right north of where we live, there's a special horse sale going on today. And there's several like $100,000 or more horse trailer rigs. You know, the song that goes like, "It's another crazy day in barrel racing land." That comes to mind when dealing with horse people. That's one of the dragliner trucks. I almost couldn't believe it, but they are running today, and they don't seem to be cutting down too bad, so we're not going to tell them to stop. Now, this is one of the driest spots in the field, so this may not be the best area to check for emergence or if the seed's still alive or not, but I don't feel like walking all the way over there. Here we got one, and he is still firm, so that means it's not dead, and it actually has kind of popped open between the two cotyledons right there at my finger. I did not do that with the knife, which means that it is still a viable seed. So we're just gonna, put him back. And here's another one right here at the tip of my finger. And, oh, that one actually had sprouted. It had a root going down there. Granted, it's not a very big root, but that does mean that this is a viable stand of beans. So the whole premise with these early planted beans is that it stays cool enough for long enough, but not too wet for too long, and delays them coming up until the weather is actually fit for them to survive. Because if these beans were to emerge, the whole field, 100% stand, they could easily be decimated by an April frost. Because beans, they're not like corn, it's not a grass. Once the cotyledons get above the ground, that's what you got. I mean, it could easily kill all of them. No high idle for you. Now, this is interesting. This is like a pseudo strip till rig. Just has no-till coulters in front of the row units. And they extended the hitch out far enough so you could turn around. And it's been narrowed up to narrow rows. And someone has already done all this conversion themselves. Looks like they just welded everything in front instead of behind. Very interesting. Looks like it's had some issues in the past. Oh, I found this nice John Deere Van Brunt grain drill, but Dad says we don't need it.
Probably not.
What about the white Seed Boss 5400? Nope.
Say no on that too.
Oh, man. Yeah, this drill's got some issues. It has been used fairly recently because there's still pieces of beans in it. Oh, Dad and I found a garden tiller. It's got some Chinese letters on it, so may not be built the best, but the price should be right. Oh, and if I saw you at the Young Farmer Sale, thanks for saying hi to me. I appreciate it. And if you see me out in public anywhere else, just say hi. I'm pretty approachable. Anyways, back to the video. So I did buy some things. They're there in the bed of the pickup, and I'm extremely glad that what I bought didn't roll forward and break out the back glass, because I only realized that that may be a problem after I had gotten on the road. But it's okay. Nothing bad happened yet. And I'm not sure what Dad's doing with the 9620 and the cultivator. Maybe we're gonna go plant some corn this afternoon. But it would be mighty hard to go plant some corn considering we do not have a corn planter right now. Plenty of room there. The 4 hours that we spent there at that auction culminated in bringing 2 road boxes for the service truck home and a little lawnmower or ATV trailer for my mom. Boy, she is big and beautiful. I'm pretty sure Dad and I are gonna look over this field cultivator and see if there's anything that needs to be addressed. Having a little standoff between the Goldinger Farms puppy and the Dragline puppy.
One right by your left foot.
Well, probably both of these here. Hey, doggo, are we getting our digger ready so we can go finish planting in 5 days?
Something like that.
So if your sweeps look like that, or that, or that, you need to replace them with ones that look like this. Sometimes these points set easier than others. Like this one is being a pain because it doesn't actually want to get stuck up on the shovel. So we're gonna make it. I think my next step was to just weld it on and be done with it. All right, thank goodness I am done putting sweeps on, so now I just need to fold this thing up and figure out what we're gonna do with it from here. 48.5 feet of field cultivator takes a couple minutes to fold up. Well, not a couple minutes, more like 90 seconds. A little different than the 4020. So unexpected action, we're gonna move the 4320, not the 730, because it's not charging. I know it in my heart that it's not charging, so I'm gonna have to see what's up with that. But we're gonna move the 4320 over to Grandpa's house to save some space over here. So this is where the 4320 is going to reside until I start some spring activities that require its use, if I ever get to start spring activities for real. But the old G is over here too, and we haven't really used that for a while. Kind of slacked off because that's a little bit nicer to run than that is. Test of the day. Is the flat tire gonna hold air? Oh, it does. Oh, man. Now, for how long? Don't know.
Chipboard.
So now we find out what's under the bed liner, which is a piece of chipboard.
Nothing.
Basically nothing. Nice. So at the sale, we got 2 toolboxes from this buyer's company. Haven't heard of them before, but I think they make good stuff. And a passenger known as the woolly worm. Are we gonna put him in some new habitat? Maybe the trash can. Come on, have a heart.
I'll put him outside. The chickens can eat him.
Rest in peace to my brother. He ain't do nothing wrong. Chickens aren't sure what to think right now. Mr. Woolly Worm has had a stay of execution because the chickens didn't want to eat him, so I guess he's gonna live for another day. I had to put the battery charger on the 730 again. And I'm gonna hook it up to the planter and then drag the planter over to the shop so that I can switch the monitor over from the 730 to the planter, because it's a lot nicer to drive the 4020 for a couple hours than it is the 730. Meow. I live to antagonize you. Who's a good kitty? Huh?
Who's a good puppy?
As usual, about 5 minutes on the battery charger on each battery, 730 is ready to go. Don't know what the problem is, but there is a problem. My mom is ready to go to dinner, and they're waiting on me. We're taking this back over to Grandpa's with the 4320. Maybe life isn't so bad right now. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Okay, that's 2 out of the 3 old tractors. Oh, 3 out of the 4 old tractors over here now. There's my somewhat unhappy mother. Okay, finally getting the 4020 hooked up to the planter. And this is not grounding out 100%. Getting the door opened up, and we're gonna pull this thing in here, get the monitor situated, and try to reground that light. Yeah, I did get sunburnt. Mom wasn't lying to me. I'm attempting to tie my shoelaces, but the kitty cat here also likes to play with my shoelaces. Meow. I'm just glad that these HISEA Outdoors steel-toe work boots can hold up to a very vicious kitty cat attacking them. Okay, mission for today: get the skid steer on this trailer, get this trailer and the skid steer over there to Withers Mill. The door on the new building here, looking pretty nice. I can't wait to get that bad boy in the field. Unfortunately, the way it looks, we're not gonna get to do anything in the field until like May, which is unfortunate, but that's farming. Okay. Dee-do. Yuck, country music. That's better. We're here in Withers Mill now. I'm gonna get the skid steer unloaded, and then we're gonna be doing the same thing that we were doing 2 weekends ago. Yeah, because that was like spring break-ish. And we're gonna be sifting through the burn piles and picking up little pieces and then stacking it onto another burn pile so that Dad can mash everything around and stir it up and make sure it burns completely. And let me tell you what, it's warming up. And no, I am not doing the Bluetooth binders, which is code for your stuff's gonna fall off, because no matter how cool it might be and easy and convenient to not use binders, I'm not taking that chance because this isn't mine, and if it fell off, I would be in trouble. When I chain the skid steer down, I use 2 short chains and 2 binders here on the rear end. Go through these hooks here. And then on the front, I use a long chain and a binder. It seems to hold it fairly well. We've owned this 300G Traco for like a year. I think this is the first time Dad's ever ran it. Well, now that I'm actually done doing what I'm doing today, I realized that I didn't actually video anything. But I promise it wasn't super entertaining. I was literally like combing the dirt to pick up little like arm-sized pieces of tree and then toss them into the woods or onto a burn pile. And then I also did some tree deletion of my own. I was taking out trees that were way too big for a John Deere 333E skid loader to be taking out. Okay, I'm finally getting around to moving the 4020 and the planter over to Grandpa's, just so it's out of the way of everything going on over here. That's all she wrote. Until next time, 4020. I thought that maybe there was a remote chance that I would plant this field today, but as I'm walking out here, that's definitely not gonna happen. That field over there is different dirt, and this kind of is a little more seepy and wet. Real quick before I leave to go back to Columbia, I'm gonna grab my sunscreen out of this pickup here, because I don't want to repeat, you know, the red cancer stuff again. I really wish I could take this thing to Columbia, but it's kind of a land yacht, and I don't know, diesel's $5 a gallon, so don't really need to be driving it, so I'm just gonna save the fuel for another day. Now, there's my white stallion. Well, you guys know what time it is. It's Sunday at about 6 o'clock, so that means I am leaving to go to Columbia, which also means that it is the end of the video. So if you did like it, you should subscribe, like it. If you have a question, put it in the comments. I'm a pretty open book. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Take care.